Amid the bustling city, there lies a small, peaceful corner of the park where sunlight gently filters through the old tree branches and time seems to slow down. There, an old stone bench stands, its feet covered with moss, its backrest worn and chipped by the years. Yet it remains there silent and loyal, like an old friend to memories. Every afternoon, when the sun leans gently westward and the breeze grows softer, an elderly man with silver hair quietly arrives. He sits on the bench, moving as if afraid to disturb something fragile. In his hands is an old book, its spine worn, pages yellowed not for reading, but for remembering. He sits there without speaking, his gaze following the falling leaves, the tiny footsteps of children, and the sparrows hopping from branch to branch. No one knows what he's thinking, but everyone feels there is something sacred in the way he sits. For that bench had once been the place where two people, an old man and an old woman, sat together through countless seasons of falling leaves. It was where they laughed, where they were silent, where they held hands, and where they grew old together. When she passed, he kept coming, not to forget, but to hold on to the sunny days filled with laughter, to hold on to the quiet, loving silences that only the two of them understood. The bench wasn't just a place to sit, it was a sanctuary for the soul, a place where the past hadn't left, and the present was still waiting. Then one day the park was renovated. The old benches were replaced with shiny modern ones, cold and impersonal. When the old man arrived and saw the familiar bench replaced, he stood there for a long time, as if searching for a shadow that had dissolved into the sunlight. He didn't sit, he didn't open his book. He simply looked. Then quietly, he walked away like the last leaf falling from a tree in late autumn. After that day, no one saw him again. But on the new bench, people discovered a small, uneven, hand-carved message, wobbly but full of love. This was once the place of two people, where time stood still and love never grew old. From that day, people no longer sat there as before. They sat more slowly, more quietly, and in the fading afternoon light, sometimes, someone would glance back, as if still feeling the presence of the old man, still holding his old book, still whispering to someone who was no longer by his side, but never truly left his heart.